If you're creating an Excel file for other people to use, you might want to leave some instructions for them so they can get started or to answer questions as they work in the file. In this workbook we have 3 sheets that are visible, and each one has a little text box with notes to the user. Instead of putting notes on the worksheet, you can put those notes in a user form and then add a help button at the top of each worksheet so they can open that help file if they'd like some assistance and ignore it if they don't need any help. So the first step is to go to the Developer tab, click Visual Basic. That opens the Visual Basic editor, and in here we can see any workbooks that are open, and here's the one where I want to add the user form for help. Make sure that file is selected, then click the Insert menu and User Form. That just gives us a blank user form. So the name is User Form 1. We'll call that Help Form, and as the caption we'll call it Help. So we've changed the name and the caption, so now Help shows in that title bar. We'd like this user form to open showing the specific instructions for whatever sheet the user has clicked the help button on. Just click the title bar, and now I can see the toolbox here, and this control is the multi-page. So I'll click it and then just draw a rectangle that almost fills this user form. I have 3 sheets in the workbook. We can see orders, pivot sales, and prices. I'd like a help tab for each of those. So I've got page 1, 2. I'm going to right click here and put in a new page. So now there are 3 pages. When I click this one, it's just called page 1. I'm going to call that order, so I'll call it PG orders, and make the caption orders. So that will be the help for that sheet. This one right now is page 2. It will be page pivot, and the caption will be pivot. And for the third one, it's PG list, and the caption will be list. We'll have an S on that as well. Going back to the workbook, here's the orders sheet. I'm just going to select all that and press Control-C to copy. Then go back to Visual Basic, and on this Orders tab, we're going to put in a label. So click Label, just draw another rectangle to fill that space. I'll click within it, highlight that existing text, Control-V to paste. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the pivot. Just go here, highlight that and copy it, put in another label and paste, and same for the list. Go to the prices where the list of prices is, copy that, and in here add the final label and paste. So now each tab is set up with specific help for that worksheet. When we click on orders, it used to say page 1, but if we look in the properties, we can see its index is 0. So the numbering starts at 0. So this will be page 0, 1, and 2. So we want to get to the right page when this help user form opens. So to do that, we're going to create 3 macros that will open the right page. To store the macros, I'm going to insert a module. At the top of the module, I'll create a public variable called iPage. This will be as an integer. That's just going to store those page numbers. Then a little sub help 0, and this will set the iPage equals 0. Our user form, we can see here, is help form show. When we use that macro, it's going to open the first page. I'll just Control-C to copy that and Control-V to paste it twice. This will be 1 to show page 1, 2 to show page 2. Now going back to the user form, I'm going to right click on it and click View Code. It creates this user form click event, which I don't want to use, so I'm going to select Initialize instead, and I can delete this click event. So within here, when this form is initialized, I want it to me, which is the user form. Multi-page is the name of that multi-page control. Just press the Tab key to select that. Then dot value equals, we want it to use that iPage value. So when it opens, it's going to go to whatever page our macro told it the iPage value is. Now, back in the workbook, we'll go to the Orders sheet, and on the Developer tab, we're going to insert a button just at the top of the sheet. This one we'll use Help 0. Click OK. And instead of it saying Button 1, we'll put Help. When I click it now, it opens the help at the first page, which is page 0. I'm going to copy that, go back to the next sheet, and Control V to paste it, right click, and click Assign Macro, and this will be Help 1, and click OK. On the prices, we'll paste again, right click, Assign Macro, and this is Help 2. Okay, and then just click away from the button on each sheet so it's not selected. Now if I click Help here, we're on the first tab. On the pivot sales, if I click Help, it goes to the second tab, and from prices, click Help and it goes to the third. So it opens the help at the applicable help screen, but you can go back and look at the others. So if someone wants to look at all the help while they're in here, they can, but it takes them immediately to the most important help for the page that they're on. And to close it, just click X, and you're back in the workbook.